It's amazing to think that that was 30 years ago. Let's go back to the year before that trade happened, 1987, 1988 for you guys. It was a good year for you statistically, but not where you would end up when Gretzky finally got there. How did you feel as part of the Kings then for nearly a decade and where you guys were before that trade?
Well, obviously when you hear the news that you're getting Wayne Gretzky, first I was kind of shocked thinking there's no chance that that's happening, right? But when you do realize that they have made the deal and Gretz is coming to L.A., I broke into L.A. when we had, our 10, 12,000 true blue fans there every night to a place where everybody wanted to be. I think it even took over for Showtime with the Lakers. We went to being sold out every night, and the Forum was the place for everybody to come. So it was obviously a very exciting time, and I was just thrilled, obviously, to be a part of that.
From a hockey standpoint, that 88-89 season was your greatest statistical season. What a monster year with you playing with Wayne. 70 goals and 80 assists, 150 points. What did playing with Gretzky do to you?
Well, obviously, great players bring the best out of everybody. And I was so fortunate to be able to play with Wayne every day, to be able to hang with Wayne every day. I was like Wayne's shadow. Everywhere Wayne went, he asked me to come with him, after practice for lunch, on the road for dinner. I was just with him every day. And, I just know that, being with him, watching him perform, being out there and obviously playing with him, what he brings and allows me to do what I could do, getting me the puck. Nobody passed the puck better. Gretz would come up to me every night, just give you a little tap on the knee pad saying, hey, look, we need you tonight. And, it's so exciting to be at the end of that, to receive that, right? Thinking, oh, my God, it's Gretz. And you just want to play hard for him. And we did. We all did. And I was just very fortunate to be able to have the season I had. But just like I say, being able to play with him every day, watch him play, what he brought to you and what he allowed you to do, it was really special.
Bernie Nicholls joining us this morning here on the show. Yeah, playing with Wayne at that time in his prime, it must have been like watching Michelangelo paint, or actually holding his paintbrushes for him. This is just the apex of the greatest hockey player ever. Were there nights where you got passes and you were just thinking, my God, how could that pass have been that perfect?
Well, and that's what I tell people, right? With Wayne is you expect the unexpected. And I'll tell people, you'd be standing there and there'd be two guys on you, and all of a sudden the puck's on your stick and you go, how the hell did that happen, right? So, but you learn that quick, right? You just know, like, chances are good, and everybody knows this with Wayne, chances are good. If you're going down on a 2-on-1, you're getting the puck. And the thing with Wayne is, and I was fortunate because I played against him so much before with Edmonton and LA that I got to see how he operated, and I learned real fast that when Wayne's out there, get available because he's going to find you, and that made it exciting too. It probably made you work harder. I just knew if I found an open spot, I'm getting the puck and it's going to be on my stick, and if I'm fortunate enough to get a good shot away, chances are good I'm going to score. So you learn that real quick, and trust me, it's exciting. And you just, for us, you want to be there every night. You couldn't wait to play because I just knew I was going to get an opportunity, or obviously more than one. I'm going to get 4 or 5 chances to score every night, and it's just whether or not I can bury it or not. So it was really exciting to play with Wayne.
As you alluded to, it was a tough sell, hockey in Los Angeles for a long time. There were the diehards, but it was a tough sell overall, especially in the 80s, at a time when the Lakers were so good at the same building. And then you got all of this attention. Was that jarring, at times difficult, knowing that now you had all of these eyes on you, or was it just completely invigorating?
Well, it was just exciting. Like you said, we had our True Blue fans. There was many nights we'd have 10,000 fans in the stands, and now you're coming that you're sold out overnight. We were the place that people wanted to be. We had Hollywood movie stars at all our games. Everybody wanted to come out and watch, and as a player, it's like for me, it was like playing in Canada, going back to Toronto, going to Montreal. The place is sold out every night. There's thousands of reporters there. It's just everybody wanted a piece of the Kings, and then to be a part of that was obviously very exciting.
Bernie Nicholls joining us this morning on the show. So how do you think overall Gretzky's trade to L.A. changed how the NHL grew? Because after that, Sunbelt hockey became a thing, and expansion teams in San Jose or Miami or Tampa or a team moving to Dallas.
Anaheim.
How Phoenix. How different do you think the league ended up being because of that trade?
So I think he was the main reason that all these other teams came in. Anaheim for sure. It was because of Wayne, and I know with Bruce McNall, it was because of them that hockey was in Anaheim, and then I'm sure San Jose and Florida. Obviously it's hit some places that in the South that maybe haven't supported as well, but I mean, just having the opportunity, it came from Wayne. Wayne opened the ice to hockey in California, period, and everywhere. So I just think it was huge for the NHL. He done that much for the league for sure, and the new expansion team in Vegas. It all revolved around that trade with Wayne, 100%.
Three-time NHL All-Star Bernie Nicholls joining us this morning here on the show. Tell me about the company that you're working with, allsportsmarket.com. It's about investing. It's about investing in professional sports teams. It's about sports shares. Tell our listeners how this works.
Well, we've created the first ever real money sports stock market. So every fan, and a prime example is just what we talked about. When I first started in LA, we had our, 10,000 diehard Kings fans. And with what we've created, you get to buy shares in your favorite team. So whether it's the worst team in the league or the best team in the league, you can buy shares and you have invested interest in your team. It's the alternative gambling. I know they're trying to legalize gambling now, which is fine, but to me, it's better to invest in them because your investment doesn't expire. When you make a bet on a team, it expires, and here you get to invest in them. You get to watch your team perform every night. To me, the concept's brilliant. We talked about. I'm an LA Kings fan, so I get shares in the Kings. Well, I look around the league, and for example, let's use John Tavares. He's going to go somewhere, and when he goes there, it's going to automatically make them a contender, a Stanley Cup contender. So let's just say, for example, he goes to the San Jose Sharks. So I'll buy shares in the Sharks and hold on. I can hold on to them for as long as I want. When they win, you get paid dividends on every win. So if they happen to make a run, win the Cup, I've had shares in them. I get paid dividends in every shares. Their shares are going to go up. I turn around, sell them, look for another team. Baseball. Baseball is probably the best because they play so many games in a short period of time. If you got shares in the Toronto Blue Jays and you look around the league and the LA Dodgers got a homestand, say, for 3 weeks with bad teams coming in, I buy shares in them. They go 18 out of 20. I get paid dividends on every share. I turn around and sell them, look for another team to want to run. Meanwhile, I still have shares in my team. So as much as, people love to gamble, and that's fine, this is not gambling. This is investing. It's just like the New York Stock Exchange. You buy shares, you hold on to them for as long as you want. You can sell them whenever you want, but you get to watch your team perform, and that's what's exciting to me.
It's a pretty cool idea. Check it out, allsportsmarket.com, ASM, allsportsmarket.com. Their slogan is Stop Betting, Start Investing. Bernie Nicholls joining us this morning on the show. Bernie, this was a lot of fun to go down memory lane, man. Thanks so much, and best of luck with ASM. I appreciate it today.
I appreciate having me. I always love talking about, especially that trade. That was playing with Wayne. I could talk about that every day. So I appreciate you having me on, and appreciate you letting me talk about ASM.
My pleasure, man. Bernie Nicholls joining us this morning here on the show.